Hello all, I am Mr. J,
Number.
and we are Laga Liquor Reviews. Alright, so, it seems I'm the only one that's really doing reviews at this point, and I can understand why. Motor's been out of work since December, which is very fucking shitty on his boss part, but we're not going to get into that. But, so, as you guys know, I reviewed Jim Beam. Was it Jim Beam Apple? Jim Beam Apple, I don't know if it was, I don't think it was last week, I think it was the week before. That's right, because last week I did Fireball. Um, I reviewed Jim Beam Apple. I thoroughly enjoyed it. It was good. It got me a little bit on like it wasn't the alcohol itself that was getting to me. It was kind of syrupy, like a syrup apple or an apple syrup, and it made the alcohol really thick. But overall, it was good. It tasted really good. Um, I liked it. Liked it so much that I drank an entire half gallon within 2 days. Yeah. Um, me and my grandmother, we stopped by Walmart after the vape shop because I wanted to pick up something for this week. I was actually originally going to go with Goldschlager, but Walmart didn't have it. Neither did my local store, Winn-Dixie. They didn't have it. They had every other schnapps but Goldschlager. It's a fucking pain in the ass trying to find. This alcohol is so hard to find. It really is. Probably one of the hardest I've tried to find by far. Most everything else I found by either calling around or actually going to the stores. So, me and my grandmother were talking back and forth through text because I don't have a valid ID, but I am 24, about to be 25. I'm about to be an old ass man. No, just kidding. I do feel old though. And no, Motor's the old ass man here. But I do have the body of a fucking 50-year-old. That's for sure. Um, so we talked about different alcohols while she was in there, and I settled on this Crown Apple. I've always loved Crown Royal box like these boxes. I've always loved them. They were so flashy and nice. So let's see. We'll go ahead and grab a knife. Get right straight into this. And then this is a fifth. Ooh. Sorry, my grandmother was wondering this if I looked at the bottle. And it comes with a lime green bag. That is so nice.
I got a purple one. Symbol.
I got a purple one and a black one. Purple for being LSU and then black and gold for being the Saints. I've always loved Crown bottles. There was just always something to them. I don't know what it is. God, I fucking hate these fucking... You've had Crown Royal in these bottles, haven't you? You know that
Yeah.
fucking little film that comes around the top cap? I fucking hate that shit. Where that comes around the cap. I would use a knife, but I really don't want to scratch up the lids because the lids look amazing. I'll try scissors. Yeah, that's not gonna work. Alright. Fuck it, I'll do it this way. Put up, you fucker. Alright. Alright, we'll do it this way. Lay the bottle on its side. Instead of potentially messing things up, if you want to use a knife, so instead of trying to cut down down the actual plastic, I'm gonna need a rag for this. So they put these lit. There we go. They put them on tight. All right, so here it is. I'm gonna set this off to the side because I want to get this film off of here real quick. Well, actually, there we go. And that's how you do that. If you can't get it off, just cut around it, and when you unscrew the cap, it comes off. See?
Like that.
Ooh. Now see this. All right, compared to Jim Beam Apple did not have much of a bourbon smell to it. This has a Canadian whiskey smell. I'm not gonna lie, that tastes better than what I remember. Because back some eons ago, my cousin in Missouri, he had a tiny bottle of it, and he's like, "Here, try this." Now, this keep in mind, a little backstory for you with my history with Crown Apple. So this was after I stopped drinking because I royally messed myself up on alcohol, and I didn't drink that much. After that, like after messing myself up, I didn't drink that much anymore. But I took one swig of it, and I'm just like, oh my god. Because you have to understand, Crown Royal, doesn't matter what Crown Royal it is. Well, I haven't had any other I might have to get some Crown Peach one of these days. I know they make it. I've seen it at Winn-Dixie. But with this Crown Royal and obviously the original, whiskey does have a little bit of a burn. It doesn't matter well, it kind of does matter what the percentage is. The higher the percentage, the more of a burn it has. But, yeah. Alright. So, to get on with this, what would I rate it? Well, like the whiskey flavor. The whiskey flavor's there. It's not, and I'm comparing this fucking shit to Jim Beam Apple. As I said earlier, Jim Beam Apple had a real syrupy taste to it, which is kind of hard to drink. So this doesn't have that. This is more liquid than it is like a syrup or like oil based or anything like that. It's not as thick. It's very liquidy. So, going off that, and the price wasn't too bad for this. Usually you can find Crown around $30. This was like around 20 something dollars, like $21 to $23. Somewhere around there. So, it was kind of cheap, but I noticed, I don't know if anybody else noticed this, but if you do, can you let me know down below? I find that liqueurs like this are a lot cheaper than their actual alcohol counterparts. So, like, Crown Apple is going to be cheaper than original Crown Royal. And the only case where I seen that was flipped was with Jägermeister. If we go off based off hot ginger alone, which is one of my favorites, by the way, I love it. So original Jägermeister for me at Winn-Dixie is $21 a fifth, or no, it's $20 a fifth. And, you go to Jaeger Hot Ginger, that thing's like close to $30. So, that's the only case I've seen it flipped. But, I would honestly rate it a 7.5 out of 10. It's good. Kind of cheap. Presentation, typical Crown Royal shit. Presentation, it comes with a bag, it comes with a box. There's not really much else they could do to make it any better. But Crown Royal, in my opinion, when it came to alcohol, they always had the best presentation. I don't know if it's just me. Do you feel like they do? Like, don't get me wrong. When I bought the bottle of Hennessy, that presentation was nice. The bottle was nice. The problem is, with Hennessy, for a fifth, it's like almost $40 fucking dollars. Actually, I think it's more expensive than that. And if you hear like a doo-doo, that's Discord going off, so just ignore that. But I think that's pretty much it. Anyways, guys, if you enjoyed the video, leave a like down below. Don't forget to comment, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to hit that notification bell to be alerted when we upload new videos. I am Mr. J.
I'm Mode.
We are signing out.